Good morning. This is Lynda Cromar. Just wanted to continue on with our video about the inside and what's offered inside of Enviralizer. And today, we talked a lot about the the two videos and the handbook that are on the front page before you even access the training or any of these other buttons up here. And so today I'm going to actually come into the training, which all of our links are just these buttons right here. This is a really simple site. It's not difficult. Like we said, we keep it very, very simple. And one thing that has happened that's been really cool is that our training in here is evolving as needed in order to take care of what needs to happen. Now, in the original Facebook, we were mostly about sharing how you could use groups, you could post in groups, and as things have kind of evolved and changed, Facebook is getting a lot more stinky about if you use an auto poster. There are still people that have them and are using them. I stopped using mine because I got kicked out of being able to post in groups 3 separate times, and after the third time I said, okay, it means no auto poster for me. Now it may be that if you don't get flagged, if you don't get Facebook, come up to Facebook's wire and they are seeing you and they're paying attention, then maybe it's okay. But I, for myself, decided that is not what I want to do. And so if you look at the training, the very first one is the Facebook training. They've added new things, and one thing that they've added is, yes, you can put in posts like this, and it shows mine in here as well. But I stopped doing this a while ago because if you're going to do it manually, it's very time consuming. And the whole point really is not how many of these groups that you post in, but it's more about how you get people to come to you and ask you for the information. And I may come back and do a little more of this, but this is some of the thing I know that Jim is not even doing this, so we need to upgrade some of this. And then if you are going to post in groups, make sure that they are the kind of groups that allow you to post in them. We have 2 in particular that are for our mastermind, and these are not for that purpose. And many times people just put them on their list and start posting in there, and you don't want to do that. So there are some outdated information, but that's okay. One of the really major things that's most important is that if you ever want to understand what's truly working immediately right now, just by being Enviralizer, just by being one owner, one time 25 of the Enviralizer program, you get from us all kinds of training and help that is working right now. For instance, last night we had that once a week Tuesday night training, and Franco taught some new things. And of course, if you look in the files here, you'll see a list of various different things that are added all the time and new things that are updated. And here's one of the things, right here, Franco is offering, and this is open to everyone, not just if you have only one product. You can have only Enviralizer and still have access to this. And it's very important. So Franco, I'm not going to open this because it's private information only for the ones that have bought our programs. And like I said, $25 one time, it's kind of no-brainer. And so when you come into the Enviralizer and you learn a little bit, you'll also see that we have other things also that is available to everyone. And one of the things is that we Franco is always adding little pieces, like this is something he put in here, giving us the exact training that he uses himself to build a really strong following in Facebook. And so this is the one I want you to pay more attention to. Then the first part over there is come down here and get a hold of this PDF. Pay attention to what it trained you to do. And then of course you have other things in here you can also access. All of these other trainings. And then Franco also put the copywriting in here. What is copywriting? Basically learning how to use words and phrases and pictures that attract people. Because people are not attracted to hype, which I see an awful lot in groups. Hype, hype, hype. If you go to any other group, I'm going to just click on one for a moment to show you what I mean. Even my own personal groups that I am in charge of and I have my own content on, if you look beyond what I have put up myself, you'll see that people are putting up hypey stuff pretty much all day long. And they're trying to get people to join them, join them, join them. But if you understand something about the psychology of people, then you start to understand what it is that does attract them. And this is what this training inside of Enviralizer is all about. So it's really a matter of now. I think I'm done with, I might do one more video, but I think I'm pretty much done with the major things. But the major thing is here. What do you want to do? Do you want to be like the guy that I have to bring this in because it's just kind of funny. I had this guy that messaged me this morning. I've never talked to him before. Says conversation started today. First thing he does is give me a link. So don't. So I told him not to give me links. That's not how you join. And then he he's not getting it. And then he says, gives me a picture to show me what it is, but he still doesn't really say, how are you, who are you, what do you want? And then I tell him, I'm a veteran marketer. I've learned this doesn't work. And then I said, I will help you if you want to know about training. And he says, I'm not interested. Quit sending me messages. So I left it at that. But see, here's the problem. Nobody wants to be pushed into anything, myself included. They want people to share good ideas on how they can be more successful. And at first, they're probably not going to look at your business, but they're probably going to look at good training. And our Enviralizer is one of the best trainings out there, bar none. I've looked at lots and lots of stuff, and I've been around enough to see the kinds of things even some of the other big marketers are sharing, and most of it is very high priced and very low value. I have to say that. It's the truth. And with this, it is high value and low priced, which flips everything on its ear because most people don't expect it to be high value with a low price, and especially one time of 25. I mean, they're expecting it to not be anything, and we have more training coming. I mean, if you compare not only what's here, but what is inside of our Simple Freedom VIP Lounge that is only available to those who are have purchased something. This is a buyer's club. This is not a freebie. And that's why we absolutely do not allow anybody to put any kind of spamming up on our site here. We immediately let them know no. And people that say, I want to join because they see us out on the Facebook feeds because of all of the people involved, they don't get just let in because they want to be in. They get let in because they bought a product from one of us. And we offer, and we also say dance with the person that brought you to the party. In other words, you get the same benefits regardless of who you join. So be loyal to your actual person that said, here is this incredible training. Whether you got on last night's Tuesday night training, or whether you followed us for a while and you've been looking at everything, or whether you got on somebody's list and they offered you one of these programs, and Enviralizer is our kind of first one we offer. And yes, there's others, but you're not obligated to do anything else to get access to this group. And when you see what we have in the way of value, it's going to completely blow your mind and knock your socks off. That's one thing I promise, because it did for me, and I know it will for you. And that's what I have to share about the amazing product Enviralizer, which is part of our Simple Freedom group of products that we give to you. And it's really giving, because 25 doesn't even begin to show the amount of value that you get inside. So I'll be talking to you soon. This is Lynda Cromar signing off.